Good morning, English 20. I'm making this video to talk about our research project and what we'll be doing next week. I want you guys to become familiar with the idea of a research project proposal and what that might look like, because you'll be working with a partner to create a proposal next week for the project. So some things I want you to look into today and before Monday are watching my video that I'll be placing here in a minute. But I also have a couple of links to writing a project proposal and different types of proposals. And I will add some sample student proposals from the past, although not all of those may be applicable to what you're doing. On Monday, we're going to come into class and we're going to outline some different discourse communities that we belong to. So maybe what your major is, other sorts of projects or hobbies or clubs you're involved with that might lead to different interests. And hopefully this will help you to find a partner that you can work with on the research project. You and your partner will then be working on Wednesday when we're in the computer lab to come up with your proposal. So we'll start that on Wednesday, and then the proposal will be due actually on Sunday. This date is a little bit off. I think I just updated it, but may not have reflected here. So Sunday, October 21st, I'll want your proposal to be turned in. I'm going to ask you and your partner to work on a Google Doc. And so one thing that you'll want to do when we come into the lab is to make sure that you share that document both with your partner and with me. And so you can share that with me by typing in my Google email and then clicking send. You just want to make sure that you're giving me and your partner can edit access. That way we have full access to the document and we can make comments on it. So when we come in on Wednesday, we'll work through that. But I wanted to talk about the different bits of information that are available to you. This first link that I have out there talks about writing a project proposal, and there's a video linked to that so you can see what sorts of things go into a proposal. I also have a link out there for the specific proposal instructions for our project, and I'll have a copy of this as well as our prompt for our research paper project for you when we meet on Monday. But both of these are out here on Monday's class, the research proposal instructions and the research project document, and I'll have paper copies of those for you on Monday. So one thing I'd like you to do is check out this video that talks about writing a proposal so you have some familiarity with that. I also have links to some sample proposals. A proposal is something that you will probably encounter out in the business world time and time again. I've written so many proposals in my career for various purposes. A lot of times as an instructor, I'll write grant proposals for a particular project I'm working on here at school. I've also helped edit and write business proposals for small businesses that are looking to get loans. I've written proposals for a friend of mine who's an accountant who to bid on projects needs a proposal. And so no matter what field you're going into, I think the genre of proposal is something that everyone will frequently use. In order to get funding for a project or get your project approved, you often have to write some sort of a proposal, and then based on the proposal, your supervisor or whoever's funding the project would approve it based on what you've written there. Some other things to consider with a project proposal is that it often is involved with funding or some kind of an approval. So you want to make sure that your proposal is clear, it's specific to the project, and it gives whoever is approving or funding the information that they need to know. And so one thing that is important to do is to carefully review what is being asked for so that you've answered all of the questions and given information that's relevant for them to make a decision. I wanted to also give you just a sample of a few things that I've worked on. This one shows a 12-page proposal for funding, which gives an executive summary and then goes on for other aspects. A lot of times with funding, they also have to provide information from an accountant and so forth. So that's one. This one is a course redesign grant that I wrote a proposal for, and often that will include like a project summary, background information, and so forth. And so you may encounter this genre out in the work world frequently, and so it's a good one to put some time into learning what the features are and how to go about writing a proposal. So with that, I will let you get started looking over some of this other information, and we'll talk more on Monday. Thank you.